Yo, 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 welcome back to the Hulaham Hour. It is Tuesday, December 23rd. It is the holiday season. How's it going, Nick?
Yeah, it's going well, man. How about you?
Oh, made the championship in Fourth and Long Prognosticators. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's kick it. It would have been really funny if I'd have come back from that and you were just gone.
I thought about just clicking off.
I'm good. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, Nick is running a lot smoother this week, so knock on some fake wood here that...
We're already off to a better start.
Oh, we're off to a much better start. Much better start. All right. So, yeah, as I said, this is episode 55. It is Tuesday, December 23rd, as we are a day early due to the holidays that we stated last week. And if you missed that memo, catch up and read a book. All right, yeah, so got a lot to get into this week. As I stated, I'm going to jump right into our fantasy recap into the Fourth and Long Prognosticators League, but I took down Kevin 163 to 125 to make it to my championship game that I will be facing Shit Baby What, a.k.a. Prim La Prim and Shane the Hazen, who I've already started a group chat with, and I didn't talk any shit for the record because I got good karma on my side this whole year. But boy, you better believe I'm queued up for when I do get that dub, bud. So, yep. Good luck, Matt. Yeah, Shit Baby What took down F Your Couch 143 to 119. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor kind of shit the bed for you, Alan. If you would have got like 41 points, I think you would have won. But yeah. All right, and the fifth place game, Jared's Not Branham's beat the hell out of Hurting for a Title, 156 to 101. And the other consolation semifinals don't mean a damn thing, but Moran beat out the Icky Subtle 134-125. Chase and TDs beat out Two Girlies, One Cup 109 to 95. And the game that matters the most, drum roll, please. Scary Terry and the IR gang beat out Big Bush League 163 to 120. So, Mr. Michael Bush, we will see you in the 4th of July parade, my friend. Oh, that sucks, dude. And hats off to Ryan for not getting last, because besides I'm pretty confident this is the highest amount of points you've scored all year. But on top of that, dude, to be 3-11 and beat a guy that's 5-9, you deserve not to be last, and Mike kind of does. So, Mike, you definitely, the wheels fell off this year, bud. But there's always next year, man. Always next year. All right, so, yeah, that just brings up, like I said, my matchup between me, Matt, and Shane, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Right now, the current projection stands at, which has been... It's been changing a lot today. I'm projected to get 149.89, and Matt and Shane are projected to get 140.41. They did, however, beat me earlier in the season by the hairs on my chin. So we'll see, man. I'm pumped. I'm glad to be in a championship again. I'm really hoping that I win it so that I can replace the totem pole back with another championship trophy. So, because I already missed the other one big time. So. Okay, speaking of the other one, moving on here, we're going to start off with Blood, Sweat, and Beers. Hats off and congratulations go to John Thompson, Big Ol' TDs, and Straight Outta Hale and Ken Evans, as they have defeated both of their opponents and are now in the 2025-2026 Blood, Sweat, and Beers Championship. So I keep looking up because that's where I got the trophies up over there right now. So reminiscing a little bit, but not being biased. But John beat Ken because I don't want Ken to have his name on the trophy twice already. Just throw that one out there. Just kidding. Ken won our first year, so yeah. All right, and you want to know what my sweet victory was? Was beating the Colombian twice this week. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good feeling. Yeah, I took him down. No Souls 2.0. Took down the Ginger Killer 172 to 107. That's a friggin' right there, man. Yeah, and then into the playoff games. Big old TDs, as we stated, beat out the Nail Painter and the Dogs 154 to 140. And straight out of hail had I believe that Mike went into this game with an 86% chance to win, according to ESPN, and because Brock Purdy came out and took a fat-ass dump all over Indianapolis' defense. Ken won 185 to 178, man. It was a hard-fought game all the way to the end, especially coming from somebody that was like, fuck fantasy football, screw all this crap. I'm pretty sure he scored that many points and had Jackson Dart get .02. How do you play a full 60 minutes of football at the quarterback position and manage to not even get a point?
Play for the Giants.
And, dude, you're not wrong, dude. You want to know what would be absolutely hysterically hilarious? Not to jump the gun on this, but if the Giants get the number 1 pick and they get rid of Dart and they get somebody else because he's been hurt so much already.
Nothing would surprise me with that because he does take a lot of shots and he's kind of reckless.
And then he'll end up going to Cleveland and beating out Shadur Sanders for the starting position and then get hurt, and then it'll start the Shadur cycle all over again.
Not saying much. It's like beating a turkey sandwich.
Yeah. It's like beating a turkey sandwich. Oh, God. This is going to be a great episode. All right. And now... take it gently. You ended up beating out the man in Jameer, 177-159. Wobble Pops took down Lick McCock, 163 to 160. See how unfazed I am by your team name now, Gabe. At the beginning of the year, I was like, hey. Now I'm like, Lick McCock. Rocky Like a Burricane took down Love Holland and L's, 185 to 147. Yeah, Ken ended up beating out Janae by .2 for high score this week. Yep. So, and then our last place race here is coming down to Nick. You're at 9-7. Allen's at 6-10. Steven's at 6-10. Gabe's at 5-11. Janae's at 5-11, and Sawyer's at 5-11. Sawyer scored a significant amount less points than Janae and Gabe, but it's going to come down to those 3 people, man. So fight it out, people.
I am the only one in the losers bracket with a fucking winning record. God,
yeah, that's fucking crazy, isn't it, Nick?
Oh, it's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
It is frustrating.
It's so frustrating. For those of you that don't know, that's a Beer Fest reference. Read a book.
Or watch a movie.
Okay. Moving right along here into the league wrap up. Hats off and congratulations go to Ariana and Scott, as Scott ended up beating out Gary by a landslide, and Anna ended up beating out Rick by the hairs on my chin. Yeah. Anyways, again, as I said that I beat Ian twice, 187 to 142. Dicker in the Brown 2.0 took down Morty. Lil Conks ended up beating out Ricky P. Never going to change your name. I found out that I can edit that myself, and I might just do that. 151 to 149. What a comeback there. I was pretty confident she had Purdy. Yep, she did. Congratulations. And then Scotty doesn't know fantasies. Got back-to-back high scores going into the championship game. 228 to 137. He almost wins the semifinal by 100 points. I think, was it you that texted about having PTSD?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would be.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Holy
Gary
shit.
went undefeated last year until the championship.
Friggin' nuts, man. Absolutely crazy. Man, what a downfall, Steph. Moody as fuck fell to Pigskin Princess 205 to 116. Damn, Sarah, if that team that showed up this week would have showed up last week, you'd be in the championship. 100%. Old Conk beat out Catalina's Pillows 167 to 143. And the replacements beat out Team Kaziski Kush 172 to 130. Last place is shaken out. I'm sitting at an 8-8 record. Again, I'm almost in the same boat as you, is the fact that, like, you know, I have a playoff record, but here I'm sitting in the bottom. Again, I stated in our pre-talk about the episode this week that I would beat out everybody but Scott in the playoffs. Me and Scott would be playing in the championship if I would have just snuck in, but here we are. Anyways, I'm sitting at 8-8 in 7th. Ian is at 7-9 in 8th. Nick, you are at 6-10 in 9th with 2308 scored. Cody and Blair both at 6-10 with about 2,100 points scored, and Ryan is currently sitting at 5-11. So, Ryan, you control your destiny, dude. You have a shot in hell to not get last if you just win your game this week. However, Nick, you also control your destiny because if you win, it's no contest. But Blair and Cody are both have less points than Ryan currently. Just one more win. So it's all signs are pointing to pretty good for you. So
yeah, it's just 2 years in a row I've gotten out of the last place in the losers bracket. It's getting pretty brutal.
That's why we do it like that, man. Because like technically, Mike would not be in last place in our league.
No,
I wouldn't be.
Never thought I'd actually be happy just to not be in fucking last.
See, and then you've also got like shout out Brian, his league. They do not do playoffs.
Really?
They just flat out play 17 weeks, and whoever has the best record at the end wins.
Ooh, I kind of like
playoffs. I love playoffs, and I'll tell you why I like playoffs, because Brian comes in and goes, look, dude, there's 4 people tied for second place. And the guy in first is like 12-4, and all the other ones are 9-6. So there's no way they can even catch him. So he won like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you'd never have an underdog story. Like Scott's team is 6-8 going into the playoffs. Like,
yeah. Do you remember the first year that we started in the league? And there was a setting in there it was a preset setting that we changed afterwards. But you know that there's actually a home and away team when we play. And that there's actually the ability to give points to the home team as a home field advantage. And we actually did that in the first year. We gave one singular point to the home team. And that's the point that cost me my undefeated season against Blair, because Blair was the home team that year. Yep. Fun stuff, man. But, I mean, honestly, I could potentially see us... You know, we're to a point where we're not going to vote in a big rule change now, but like minor tweaks where like, you know, there's home field advantage points for playoff seeding. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're the higher ranked seeded home team in a playoff game, you get a point as an advantage for that, is for your good play all year. I don't know, just some thoughts and ideas. Let us know your stupid-ass rules in your leagues.
Yeah, I'm always curious to hear.
Yeah, I'm always curious. So if you got a stupid-ass rule that you hate or one that you think we should do, or just call us idiots. Just call us idiots in the comments. Yeah. Okay, I think that's going to wrap up our fantasy football conversation for this week. We'll have next week, dude, and fantasy football's going to be over. I'm fucking kind of sad, man. This football season has flown by. We did not have near the guests on that we wanted to have. Very appreciative of the ones that were able to get on. But, you know, a lot of our guests are definitely going to have to come during football season. We'll probably end up being able to sneak in some throughout the rest of the year, but for the most part, the people that want to get on this show want to talk football, as is 90% of what we cover anyways. So, anyways, that being said, moving right along into some NFL headlines for the week. I think first things first, the biggest headline obviously is DK Metcalf being a freaking idiot. Don't really care what someone says in the crowd. You can't swing on somebody. And the NFL suspended him for 2 games. Do you think that was the right call? Because I agree with the 2 games, but I honestly could have seen them bringing it down harder and saying you're just done for the year.
I'm surprised they didn't, because if he does that not in a uniform, that's called assault. I mean, if he were to do that outside the stadium, he would go to jail.
Or if the refs saw that, that's ejection right then and there, and a penalty on your team. So,
I'm surprised it didn't come down a little bit harder. I thought 2 games was pretty freaking lenient, to be honest.
Yeah, and it stings a lot if you're a Steelers fan, just for the simple fact that you're still making a playoff push and now you lost your number one receiver. But, one of the reasons they let Pickens walk for dog shit was because they thought he was drama, and now look what he's been doing, dude. He's been everything but drama in Dallas, who is the drama capital of the freaking NFL. So
I know, it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, so just saying, Pittsburgh, and I'm pretty confident last time I checked that George Pickens has more yards than everybody on the Steelers put together.
Oh, for sure.
So, how many times are they going to do this before? But, hey, Mike Tomlin sealed another over 500 season. He's now got 19 consecutive ones. I think he's 2 shy of tying the record and 3 shy of beating it.
Well, he proved you wrong. What'd you say at the beginning of the year? It's going to be the first year that he doesn't go over 500.
Well, you know what? I'll eat my fucking words, Nick. How about that? All right? I'll eat my words. I'm even a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm just not an Aaron Rodgers fan, but I just don't know, man. We're going to probably have some speculation episodes coming up, but I could see Joe Burrow going to Pittsburgh. Moving on.
I don't think they're good enough to win a playoff game, but they'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, there was that with the DK Metcalf thing. To stay on the same topic in the same game, and I know I've vowed to not do a lot of complaining about this anymore, but, dude, the Zebras got to go. They are the star of the show this year. They have called and been the decision maker in more games than the actual NFL players have been in league games this year. It's just gotten out of hand. I don't care if you say that you agree or disagree with those pass interference calls at the end. That shit was happening all fucking game and should have been called all game then, not at the very end. Not at the very end. Oh, and guess what? If they got that touchdown, it hit the over for both the team and the spread for the game. So why not call it? Why not call it to keep it under and so Vegas doesn't have to shell out more money? It's just becoming fucked. It's just getting very, very, very bad, dude. So, anyways, that's my rant on the refs. What are your thoughts on it? And then we'll move on.
Just the lack of consistency this year.
No.
I don't care which way you call it, dude. Just call it consistent.
Yeah, if you're not going to call it all game, don't call it at the end. And if you're fucking going to call it all game, then it gives you all the right to call it at the end.
Absolutely. Just show some consistency in what you're doing.
It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed as a fan of the sport that it's this awful. That these gentlemen can even, and women, I guess, ladies, because there's some lady refs too, that you guys can even sleep at night. It's just pathetic. Get your act together or find a different job. Just period. They could be doing this shit from fucking New York anyways. They need to just put Brock Lesnar in a zebra uniform out on the field to be a mediator, and he doesn't call shit. It all gets called from above. And then he just gets radioed in and gets on there and says his piece and just is the mediator. They just need somebody that could beat the shit out of anybody except for Darnell Watt or whatever, the Washington tight end from Pittsburgh that literally eats small babies for breakfast. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
What scares me about that is I don't want to watch games with fucking 40 penalties apiece on each side. And I think if it goes to New York, it's going to start becoming like that. Because you can find a flag on every penalty. You can, but that's not what. See, that's that's when there's that change that conspires, which there's got to be. There has to be there's got to be because, like you said, there's almost a penalty on everything. There was 2 face mask calls that never happened that were blatant in the Lions-Steelers game that I just happened to catch. And then it goes on from there, especially when you watch Red Zone and you're just seeing everything. Oh, yeah, it's really easy.
Especially it was in the Steelers game. Homeboy was freaking flipping off. Who was that, dude? Did he end up getting fined?
I didn't notice anything, but I would say probably.
It probably got overlooked because DK Metcalf punched a fan in the face.
Yeah, they're like, all right, your middle finger ain't that bad.
Yeah, it's not actually, you know what? You got a freebie. So this one's on us. Actually, DK, we're just going to throw his fine in with your fine, but not tell you.
Yeah.
Love it. All right.
It'd be one thing if, the fan actually, left the stands. But you can't be punching people in the fucking stands, dude. It's not like they jumped the wall.
No. And to be honest, if he was really screaming the derogatory shit that DK Metcalf was claiming that he was, that fan would have been thrown out of the game. Security's right there, dude. I've been to Ford Field enough. There are freaking yellow jacket guys everywhere. They're right down on the field. They're right there. They're everywhere. They'd have heard that guy say that, and he'd have been gone quicker. He'd have been pulled up quicker, so fast that DK wouldn't have been able to hit him. I mean,
yeah, they're usually pretty good about that.
Yeah, I've seen people get kicked out for way less at Ford Field, dude. Way less. Way less. So, anyways, no excuses though. Even if he was saying all that shit, like, yeah, I get it might piss you off, but it doesn't give you the right.
No,
just punch someone that you literally would kill, like you're a grown athlete, freak of nature, human being. Taking shit from a guy that's wearing a fucking blue wig, a guy that's in public, like I don't know how much more fucking blunt I can be. All right. The other little, it's not a headline so much, but just a stat. The New York Football Jets still have 0 interceptions this year as a football team, and are 2 games away from being the first team in NFL history to go an entire season without an interception. What are your thoughts on that, Nick?
It's absolutely wild. Like, not even one stupid play where the ball got tipped all year. I mean, it's brutal. If
I'm Aaron Glenn, I'm a defensive guy. I'm speechless. Yeah, if I'm Aaron Glenn, I'm just speechless. Like, I got no words, man. How do you? And I know you can't teach interceptions, right? But to not have one, dude. Like, there's probably a team that has multiple players with multiple touch or interceptions. Like, I'm pretty sure the Bears have 4 guys that have 2 picks.
Aiden Hutchinson has more interceptions than their whole team.
And he almost got a pick 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6'7", 280. It's, shit, man.
I mean, not one pass, though, hit a lineman in the head and went
and just went in the air and caught it. Yeah. It's unbelievable, man.
One.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
Well, to me, that's the football god saying, fuck you.
Yeah. Something, man.
Wow. Popping up, somebody hits it, and it just drops to the ground. No bueno.
Yep. Okay. That's all I kind of got on the headline front. Let's just make sure I'm not forgetting. Oh, I am forgetting one other thing before we move on. The Pro Bowl selections came out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so we'll just do kind of a quick breeze through here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's many more headlines. So, here we are. We'll start with the NFC. Looks like we've got Matt Stafford as the starter and Sam Darnold and Dak Prescott as backups. Can't really argue with that.
It's amazing, though. We went from Baker being an MVP talk to just nothing.
Yep. And for the record, there were 3 teams that had no Pro Bowlers this year. You want to take it? Or did I send you this earlier today?
Oh, I think I looked it up. I know the Jets were one of them.
Yep.
3. I'm trying to think. Titans, probably.
Nope.
No, they even got somebody?
Yep.
Wow, good for them.
Yep.
Cleveland? Where they
Nope.
got Quinton Judkins, probably? Well, they don't have anybody?
No, they do. They're not on the list.
Huh.
I don't know. Well, Quinton Judkins broke his leg in 17 places, so.
Yeah, he's still probably on the list.
One of them would not surprise you, and one of them probably will.
Miami Dolphins.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Couple more guesses, and then I'll tell you.
Raiders.
Nope, they got one.
Jesus Christ. There's only so many shitty teams.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll tell you the one that won't shock you is the Saints. But the one that will. But then when it'll shock you at first, but then when you actually sit and think about it, I can see why. And that is the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
JJ's not had a good year. Addison hasn't had a good year. And McCarthy's hurt every 3 weeks.
All right. Anyways, back to the yeah. Gibbsy got the nod for the starting running back for the NFC. Love that. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's had almost just as good a year as him, and so is Bijan. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Gibbs deserves that. Yeah, 110%.
You can argue for any one of them three, to be honest.
Oh, for sure. I'm just glad Gibbs got the frickin' nod. That's
for sure.
Love it. Receivers, you got the 2 starters, which, again, to be honest, I think if Devontae Adams would have been healthy, he'd have been on this list with Puka. But Puka and JSN got the 2 starter nods, and you got George Pickens and Amon-Ra as your backups. Thoughts?
No, that sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if anybody else really stuck out, and those are the 4 guys. I mean, it's like I said, Devontae Adams, I think, if he wouldn't have got hurt, would probably have been a good runner up there.
Stat-wise, he's put up quite the numbers that Puka and JSN. Nobody's put up the numbers, really, JSN.
Yeah. And then for tight ends for the NFC, obviously, you got Trey McBride, and then they got George Kittle as the backup. So,
well, that makes sense.
I'm really not going to go over any of that shit. But defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson got the starting nod with Micah Parsons, but Micah won't be there. So DeMarcus Lawrence is the backup there. Jalen Carter and Leonard Williams got the defensive tackles. Yeah.
How bad do you got to feel, though, if you're Dallas? You let DeMarcus Lawrence leave and traded Micah. They both made the Pro Bowl on other teams.
No shit, dude. All right. Here's the AFC. And then the NFL.com here's got some snubs. I want to see who they think is a snub. We'll go over that list, too. Woo! I love when ads start playing loudly when I'm in the middle of doing shit. Thank you so much, NFL.com. I love that. Just keep blasting ads at the top of the volume knob, please. Fucking idiots. All right. God damn, I don't agree with that. Who do you think got the nod for the starter for AFC?
Quarterback-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Josh Allen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Drake May has played better football than he has, period.
I think Drake May has a better team, though. Josh Allen's kind of had to be Superman. I mean, James Cook's had a hell of a year.
Yeah,
too,
okay. Just because you're Superman doesn't make you a better player.
I still think Josh Allen is the better.
So you're telling me that if you put Josh Allen on the Patriots that he would play better football than Drake May does this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Justin Herbert got the other nod.
Well, that one's kind of surprising. That offense hasn't been that good this year.
But I want you to think about this. AFC quarterback's been shit this year. Like, Bo Nix being on the 11-3 Broncos is not on this list. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lamar Jackson, not even close.
Well, if Bo would play more than one good quarter of football every week, and then
we'll see if Bo Nix. Yeah, I completely agree with you, but we'll see if Bo Nix is on the snub list. All right, Jonathan Taylor got the nod for the starting running back. Can't disagree with that. You got Achane and Cook as your backups. Yeah, I could agree with this. Jamar Chase got the number 1, and Nico Collins got number 2 starters. And then you got Zay Flowers and Cortland Sutton as your backups.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of controversial there on them receivers. Zay Flowers or Cortland really haven't had that great of a year.
Nope. But I'm going to go, to be honest, man, I mean, like, I'd say 80% of this is a popularity contest.
Oh, for sure. I mean that's just a given.
Like, for example, Travis Kelce not had the best year, but he's the backup to Brock Bowers.
Yeah, well, that's just Kelce. He's always going to get the popular vote.
All right. Hey, you got Will Anderson Jr. and Myles Garrett and Max Crosby. Oh my God. Yeah, like, that's bad when Max Crosby's the backup. Like, fucking Christ, dude. That's friggin' wild.
Myles has got to get it, though. He's at 22 sacks. Like, you have to.
Will he get the sack record this weekend?
I think he will. He only needs a half sack to tie and one full one to beat it.
Somebody just needs to shove him into the quarterback and call it a day.
Who do they play this? Well, we'll go over that later.
Yep. All right. Cool. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, got the nod for the AFC. I forgot to look at that. All right, let's look at these snubs, and then we'll get into our recap on the week. God damn it. Shut up. Dude. Hey, NFL.com. Take your ads and shove them up your ass, dude.
Your whole website just shuts down.
Yeah. The kicker for the Vikings, Cameron Hayward, maybe. No, don't agree with that. No, don't agree with that. Jordan Love, no.
No shit.
Just no. Terrible. Devin Lloyd, yeah. Josh Hines Allen, yeah. A couple of defensive guys from Jacksonville. Yeah, nothing too crazy, though. Jordan Love being on there is kind of laughable, though. So, all right.
At least he's on the snub list.
Yeah, that's why he's there. That's why he's there. All right, let's get into it. Thursday Night Football last week. Rams, Seahawks, probably arguably the game of the year.
That was pretty wild.
Wild to the point that the Rams fired their special teams coordinator the following day. First in-season move in the Sean McVay era, which is saying how bad that was. I watched them.
What a crazy 2-point conversion, though.
It was a crazy 2-point conversion. I'm not gonna lie, I was very salty when JSN had 0 points at halftime, and
I know.
And I put my ass right to bed and woke up with 23 points from him. So
he literally finished like 0.1 under projection.
Yeah, fully aware. Yeah, but don't do that to me, Sam Darnold. If you'd like throwing to him for 2 halves of football, you guys might not have had to win the game in overtime. Just throwing that one your way. Anyways, yeah, Seahawks took it 38-37 in overtime. Matt Stafford to put up the numbers that he did and lose just seems almost like a crime against humanity. But it's good. Been good. I think we've gotten, I'd say, 75% good primetime games this year.
They're definitely better than last year.
Dude. I would have watched 2 old men fucking fight in a bowl of mayonnaise over the primetime games that we got last year. Like, for love of God, it was so bad. Anyways, okay. This game wasn't so much primetime, but kind of, I guess. There was the Eagles-Commanders was on Saturday. The Eagles won 29-18 to be the first back-to-back team to win the NFC East in 30 years.
Yeah, I think 04, 05.
Do you want to know? No, maybe it was 20 years then.
Yeah.
Do you want to know something even crazier? The Dallas Cowboys are the only team in the NFC to not play in the NFC Championship game in the last 30 years.
Huh.
They made it in 1994 and have not been back since.
Good.
Jerry Jones! All right, moving along. This was also arguably one of the better games of the week, even though it was a little low scoring and kind of hurt my no soul a lot. The Bears beat the Packers 22-16 in overtime. Jordan Love went down hurt, I think, towards the end of the first half, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think it was third quarter.
Yeah, beginning of the first half, end of the first half, somewhere in that realm around halftime. Packers were winning 16 to, I think it was like 9, if I remember right. And the Bears kicked a field goal, got the onside kick, went down, tied the game, put it into overtime, I think. Yeah, and then Caleb Williams threw an absolute fucking dime to DJ Moore, and they won.
God, I'm really sick of the Bears comeback wins.
I'm just sick of the Bears, period. I'm sick of seeing Ben Johnson on my TV pep talking people, and I'm sick of being reminded that he was 80% of the Lions' success, dude. And it makes me really angry. really, really angry. But whatever. We played them the last week. The least we could do at this point, I guess, is just beat them so that they kill their confidence going into the playoffs. So, yeah. But at this point, kind of just hoping that Jordan Love doesn't make it through concussion protocol to play this week so that I beat Prim and Chain. So, all right, moving on. Chargers, Cowboys. Chargers put the whoop down on them. Knew I should have played Lad McConkey, but here nor there. 34-17. Cowboys just nosedived. Pretty much after that loss to the Lions, man. I mean, they kind of just...
that's the best I've seen that Chargers offense look, too, in probably 2 months.
Well, I know that, like, people forget at this point that the Cowboys had, like, the second worst defense up till, like, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so I just don't, it's clear as day their defense still isn't there. So, because 34 points to the Chargers is like 49 points to any other team.
I don't know. Herbert actually looked pretty good, though.
He did. Yeah. Vikings-Giants was a poop bowl. My God.
JJ got hurt again.
Jackson Dart got .02 points.
Which is kind of amazing.
Yeah, with no training on how to read defenses, I think I could fucking get .2, not .02. Like, oh, goodness. Yeah, that game was 16-13. Vikings took it. Giants are on a 10-game losing streak. Potentially landing the number 1 draft pick again. I think we joked earlier, but what do you think the odds of the Giants are if they get the number 1 pick drafting a different quarterback than Jackson Dart?
I don't think they're very good, to be honest with you. There's so many needs that team has. I don't see them going quarterback right now.
Yeah, and how exciting it was to watch them for a couple weeks when Cam Scadaboo and him were doing their thing and they're like full-blown energy, they're just like...
We never really have seen them with Malik Neighbors because Scadaboo wasn't really getting the ball like he was before Neighbors got hurt.
Yep.
I don't know. The offensive line, defensive line, I think they need serious help.
Yeah. Yep. The New York teams need lots of help.
Yeah.
All right. Joe Burrow put on a show against the Dolphins. 45-21. Obviously Quinn Ewers was not the guy. However, Dolphins season's been in the tank for a minute. I mean, they had that like slim chance there for a little bit, but
they might have done just enough for McDaniels to save his job, and I don't even know honestly if it did save his job.
No, they came out and said he'll be back. They did.
Give it 2 more weeks. They'll change their mind.
Yeah. When Mike McDaniels comes out of the locker room suited up, I'm playing quarterback.
No shit. Tua play football? No, Tua go sit on the bench.
No, Tua coach football.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's still going to have to wear a helmet, though.
Right. Love it. Oh, shit. Yeah, talk about... Holy shit. You can tell I'm tired. Talk about a collapse of a season, dude. The frickin' Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
El Foldo.
My God.
They started out so hot.
They did, but I will say a team that started off like shit and has come around completely full circle is the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I give them credit. I mean, I still don't think they're good enough to win a playoff game, but
no, I'm not going to say that. I would take them to win a playoff game over the Bucs at this point or the Saints.
That's not saying much.
All right, not to get too far ahead of myself, but the Panthers ended up taking this game 23-20. Staying in the NFC South, the Saints beat the Jets 29-6. I have a wild question for you, Nick. I actually have 2 questions. One of them's mild and one of them's wild. You ready? Who do you have for Offensive Rookie of the Year so far this year?
Ooh, that's probably McMillan.
All right, give me one reason why Tyler Shook shouldn't win it.
Doesn't have the numbers.
But he has everything else, dude.
I think McMillan's having the best rookie season.
I can't argue that, but, I mean, you see where I'm going with that? I know he has a small sample size, but he took a team that hadn't won a game all year, comes in, and he's just been winning and playing well. I mean,
he has been the last few weeks, though. I mean, maybe if he would have been doing this for the whole season.
Oh, I completely agree, but I guess, if you look at it from just not every rookie gets to play right away kind of thing, and the impact that he has brought in the short amount of time that he has been doing what he's been doing, I don't know, man. I'm rooting for him.
Look at what McMillan's done for that offense, though. He's given Bryce an actual number 1 to throw to.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, Jets are so bad.
They're fucking trash. And they have, on paper, not a bad-looking team on paper.
No.
And then they just come out and shit the bed every week.
Yep, every single week.
Yeah, let's invest $20 more million into fucking Justin Fields. There you go. I told you from day one that he is not. These coaches are seeing something that we're not seeing because apparently nobody wants to start him, and this is why.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe he can go join Stefanski, and they could have 5 quarterbacks in the room again.
Yeah, speaking of Stefanski. So, this is why I disagreed with Josh Allen being the starter for the AFC and Pro Bowl, is the fact that he only beat the Browns 23-20. Say what you want, Nick, but when you play a team of that caliber, I get that their defense is good. You should be winning by multiple scores. If you are the MVP, Pro Bowl quarterback, everybody claims that you are. So
this year's been a weird year, though. Nothing is as.
Oh, dude, this year is weirder than shit. It's freaking every time. Perna's curse wheel's almost undefeated. So much his curse wheel's so effective it made the goddamn cover of the Denver Post. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. Every team that's been ranked number 1 in the power rankings almost always loses the following week. Everybody had the Colts as a Super Bowl favorite 2 weeks before Daniel Jones tore his ACL. Phillip Rivers comes back, and it's not that he's been playing bad football by any means. Man's been playing
off the couch.
Man's been playing some good football. Just can't seem to make it happen. So, all right, yeah, the Chiefs. Talk about torn ACLs. They get Patrick Mahomes 2 weeks ago goes down with one. Gardner Minshew went down with another one. I mean, if I'm the third string quarterback, I'm going can I kick instead? Something that won't have that happen. But I don't know, man. It's really tough, especially considering Travis Kelce is my tight end. The only silver lining I have with this is that typically when guys that don't play a lot at the quarterback position come in, they are very attuned to want to go to their tight end because he's big, he's open most of the time, and it's a short, quick throw. So hopefully whoever plays for the Chiefs gets Travis Kelce the ball and gets him 27 points. Be sweet. So, but shout out Burgess. He called the Titans winning this game against the Chiefs back in the beginning of the season. However, he called it the game that the Chiefs got eliminated from the playoffs, and they actually got eliminated last week. So it didn't full blown call it, but he did call this from the beginning of the season, which is fucking impressive. So Titans won 26-9. They didn't even show that game that much on Red Zone, I feel like.
No, not really.
At all.
Well, it's the fucking Titans. Nobody cares about the Titans. I mean, let's call it what it is. I swear, you see one highlight of the Titans all day until the montage, and they're like, "Oh shit, they had 3 touchdowns."
It's a motherfucking montage. All right. Jags Broncos was a fun game to watch. Trevor Lawrence, if he continues to play this caliber of football, dude, not a lot of people going to be able to stop him.
No, I give him credit where it's due.
Yep.
He's been
I knew at some point in his career this was going to happen because you don't dominate like he did in college, and then come in this league and not at some point find success, even if it's for 1 year,
I honestly thought it'd be on a different team before you found success.
Well,
I didn't think he'd do it with Jacksonville.
The Jaguars did their reset right in the middle of his contract, which was probably the biggest thing they could have did to try to keep him there, and guess what? It worked. I mean, so far so good. They're even doing this without their number one pick that they traded away a good amount of stuff to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he comes back next year and is healthy, and they're going to have to decide for one side of the ball for him, period. And I'm taking him at corner all day long over wide receiver because it is way immensely more hard to find a cornerback in this league than it is to find a wide receiver.
Oh, absolutely. I've said that since day one, though. He's just not that big of a guy to be playing that amount of snaps on both sides of the ball.
Or to be a dominant wide receiver in the NFL. He could be a dominant defensive back.
Absolutely.
Period. Yeah. But yeah, Jags took it to the Broncos 34-20. It's not that the Broncos played a bad game. It's just Liam Cohen's got that Jacksonville team fucking clicking, dude. He just does. They're clicking hard. All right, Battle of the Birds. Falcons beat the Cards 26-19. Marvin Harrison Jr. was back on a pitch count. Didn't get a catch till about 2 minutes left in the game. Only reason I know that is because I was playing against him in fantasy, just waiting. There was one time I was playing Kevin, and he had Jacoby Brissett and Marvin Harrison Jr. And there was like twice where Jacoby threw it like 20 yards to Marvin Harrison, who had it in his hands in the end zone and dropped it. You know, it's like goes from like potentially a 15-point play against me to nothing. To nothing. Ugh. God, feel all right. That Michigan cough, you know. Anyways, not much else to take away from that game. I mean, Kirk Cousins, you know, I think if he would have found the chemistry with Kyle Pitts that he's been building these last couple games, that he probably would still be the quarterback for the Falcons, not Michael Penix.
Well, there's a lot of teams that are going to need a quarterback next year, so
I know, and I think the Falcons held on to him this year, but I think they gotta cut ties this year. I mean,
well, you're not accomplishing anything. Like, they need to move on with Penix as a future or find another future piece. You don't start building with a 38-year-old.
Yeah. All right.
And quit paying the fucking 38-year-olds $30 million guaranteed. Just a thought.
Yeah. That's a very good thought.
You sound about as dumb as the Jets.
This game sucked, mainly because I needed C.J. Stroud to do something, and he decided to not do a goddamn dog-shitting thing. But how did the Texans give up 21 points to the Raiders?
Nobody gives up 21 to the Raiders, so it was kind of surprising. That defense has been clicking, too.
Dude, so much so that, like, it was just weird. Very weird. Very, very weird. But, yeah, Texans won 23-21. Genty had 2 scores. I think he had a catch and a run. And
yeah, he had 31 for me.
Yep. Awesome. All right, moving right along here. Steelers-Lions, we kind of touched on it earlier. Steelers took it 29-24. Controversial calls, controversial off-the-field bullshit. Drops their playoff hopes to 14%. We have to win out, and the Packers have to. I think we have to win out, and the Packers only got to lose one of their next 2. I could be wrong. I think the Packers have to lose their next 2, and we have to win their next 2. Which, you know, I hate playing the what if, he said, she said. I got to monkey fuck around to do this, and 7 other teams got to. It's like be in or be out, you know, because it's just is what it is, man. But,
I hear you. Next game. I've already cried enough about this.
Yep. Patriots-Ravens game was pretty crazy. Sunday Night Football. I mean, the Patriots made a ridiculous comeback, but again, the Ravens have now given up, I think, 6 fourth-quarter leads this season.
Yeah, their team just doesn't look good this year.
No, they don't. Like, their team looks so bad that I bet Lamar starts bitching soon.
I think he just already gave up on this year.
I can concur with that, but I'm or his mom's going to start bitching because isn't his mom still his manager?
Something like that.
Yeah, fucking. I see Mama Jackson on there fucking saying the F-bomb on national television. That'd be kind of funny.
Except his mom yells at him for swearing, so I don't see it happening.
All right, and last night's Monday night game was fun football to watch up until about halfway through the third quarter when the 49ers just put the pedal to the metal and Brock Purdy made me eat my words pretty hard.
Yeah, he did. You're always bitching about how mediocre he is. He went and balled out.
He did. I'll give credit where it's due always. I will. But yeah, the 49ers beat the Colts 48-27. Phillip Rivers had 1/3 of the stadium filled up with his own seed. 1/3 of the stadium. But yeah, dude. I mean, like I said earlier, it's not that Phillip Rivers isn't playing good football. It's just that the steam is out of the engine in Indianapolis right now. So
it is, and without Jonathan Taylor getting a lot of yards, man, they just are not good.
Yeah. Yep. All right. We're going to rapid fire here through our Week 17 picks again. Before we do that, not a whole lot of other shit to go over. Well, actually, yeah, Nick, before we do our picks, fill us in on the college football playoff real quick. Because I don't really have anything else this week on, like, the Red Wings Pistons are still doing well. But anyways, give us some college football playoff insight here.
They had Alabama as a 1.5 underdog in that game, and they actually came out. And guess what? They ran the fucking shotgun like I was bitching about against Georgia. Look what happens when they actually run their offense. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, they actually won.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yep, that was a great game. It was fucking. I know that you lost your voice for like 48 hours after that game, but it was a great game to watch.
Oh, it was. It was phenomenal football.
Yeah, cinema.
It was just enjoyable to watch.
Pure cinema.
And I don't ever want to see fucking James Madison on primetime again. I don't.
Dude.
I mean, at least they put up 28 or 34.
Like,
I mean, at least they did that. But that
the
score was not as
the last 100 games that those schools have played against Power 1 schools, okay, they've only won 14 of them, which I think is a lot.
Yeah, well, it's like a 16 versus 1 matchup.
Well, dude, it's not college football. You need to take notes because this is not what America wants. This is what about maybe 200 people in the country want, and those 200 people play football for these shitty schools.
Absolutely.
So, man the fuck up, admit that you guys are wrong, change it to the way it needs to be, because guess what? Notre Dame and BYU would have been in the shoes of those two other schools, it'd have been watchable football. But I didn't give a fuck to tune in. I don't think anybody else did either.
No, like watching Tulane, I didn't give a shit about watching that game.
Yeah, dude, Tulane's good at baseball. Like, stay in your lane.
Fucking Miami, that had to be about the most boring game to watch, but it was a good game.
Yeah, 10-3, right? Like,
yeah.
God damn, dude. I'm glad I didn't waste my time on that.
I mean, after Friday, though, I was so pumped about the Alabama-Oklahoma game. I'm like, all right, football. And then, this sucks.
This game blows. Can I get my money back? Sir, you didn't buy a ticket. Yeah, but I feel like I'm owed for my time.
You do know it's 7:30. I don't care. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to have some TGL coverage next week. We'll probably be able to go a little bit more in depth into the Red Wings and Pistons coming up in the next couple of weeks once football gets into playoffs and things, and we don't have a whole slate of games to pick and choose and all that shit. So,
did you watch that team event with Scotty and Rory? Did you watch all that?
Yes, I watched the majority of it. Absolutely love it. Keegan Bradley is the king of exhibition golf, and I hope that they do something like that again very soon.
That was wild to watch their team relays, though.
That was fun. Well, somebody got hit, right? Or somebody almost got hit?
Almost.
Yeah, dude. Like, how do you not fucking pay attention at all to not? I don't know, man.
Well, we golf, dude. When you're 300 yards down the fucking course, I mean, you're going to lose it at some point in the air.
Yeah, do better. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was wild to watch him sprint around, though.
No, it was. And, like, the flop shots they had to do, like, over the boards, getting in a golf cart and having to have somebody run them around, like, making all these wild, long putts. Minwoo Lee is hilarious.
Yeah. Like, it was just a good event.
It was, man. And so, PGA, please take notes and do that again. That would be so much fun to watch again. I hope it's not a one-off thing, but I'm very excited. I did see some footage of Scotty Scheffler hitting balls at SoFi Stadium, though.
Nice.
So maybe he's looking at potentially getting in on the expansion to TGL. So, but I also think, I know in the offseason of golf that they have, like the Ryder Cup every couple years, and they have a couple other bigger events that happen kind of in the offseason. But I think TGL, if they're really going to be successful, that they're going to have to gravitate more towards, like, October, November, December, January kind of for their season. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, give them like a month between the FedEx Championship. I mean, not 5.
Well, not only that, but now, because of the way they do it, they started and they run it pretty much January, February, March. Okay, they are now having to compete in 2 leagues.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of difficult. So, I also did see a change that they did for this year. Every team's going to have a signature hole that is a super elongated par 5 that is themed to the city in which their team resides. So, like, for example, like the Bay, it's going to be like the San Francisco Bay and have like the Golden Gate Bridge and shit like that. I don't know. I just think that's kind of a cool little, like, cherry on top kind of thing that they're doing. So, yeah, fun times, man. So, yeah, TGL starts on the 28th, so we'll have some coverage on that on next week's episode. And like I said, we'll go a little bit more in depth on where the Red Wings and Pistons are at because they're killing it, man. They're absolutely killing it. So, all right, we're going to get into our picks here, wrap up this week's episode, and leave you guys to have a Merry Christmas. So, all right, we got 3 Christmas games, 3 Thursday day/night games. First one at 1 p.m. being Cowboys Commanders. Who you got?
Wow, welcome to the ship bowl. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys too, because Marcus Mariota's hurt and Jay Daniels ain't coming back, and Commanders suck. So yeah, give me the Cowboys. Lions Vikings. I think we both know we're taking the Lions, but give me one key factor that we need to do in this game in order to beat the Vikings.
Jahmyr Gibbs needs to get going.
Yeah, he needs 3 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, put Montgomery in the backfield and throw his ass in the slot.
Dude, do you want to know what I noticed last week that was pissing me off? They like clockwork the last couple years with both these guys have always ran Gibbs the entire first series, and then the second series, Montgomery plays the whole series. Am I wrong here? Am I saying anything that's not correct?
No, that's kind of how it seems to go.
The last 3 fucking weeks, bro, they give Gibbs the ball for the first, 95% of the fucking drive, and they gave it to him on 1st and goal, and then they brought Montgomery in on 2nd and 3rd goal, and they didn't give it to him, and they fucking had to kick a field goal, or they didn't. They went for it on 4th down, and they didn't get it. Why the fuck are you not handing Gibbs the ball on 1st and goal from the 1 4 fucking times in a row?
And with how depleted our receivers seem to be, I wouldn't even mind him using him as a receiver more and just having both them guys in the game.
It just seems absolutely ridiculous, man. It just is like basic football 101. You feed your best player the most, and they're just not. So, yeah. But, yeah, I could not agree with you more that if he doesn't – when he gets going, we win games. When he doesn't get going, we lose games.
Yeah, for sure.
Simple fucking math here.
It's pretty clear to watch, too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, and our Thursday night game is going to be I think this is going to be a fun game to watch still, just because of the matchup, even though that one team's got a 3rd-string quarterback, but Broncos-Chiefs.
Oh, God. Give me the Broncos.
It's fun that I can say I'm picking the Broncos because they're the better team.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, you know what? We got some Saturday football, too. We got 2 Saturday games. This is going to be a good one with some playoff implications. Texans-Chargers.
Man, it depends on what Texans team shows up.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm going to take the Chargers in this, though. I think their last game, that offense started to get rolling. I think they're going to continue.
Yeah, I say the same thing, but on the other side of the fence here, I'm taking the Texans due to the fact that their defense had an off game last week, and I think they bounce back and absolutely stop LA. So,
Yeah.
Give me the Texans. All right. We both know who we're picking in this game, but we got to say it out loud anyways. Ravens, Packers.
Baltimore.
Give me the Ravens all day, baby. Coming into Lambeau in the cold to beat down Malik Willis's ass because Jordan Love ain't playing football this weekend.
And do you want to hit fucking 250-pound Derrick Henry in the cold? No, not really.
No, you do not.
Like, it's got to hurt tackling him in cold days.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, it's got to hurt in general.
I'll tell you what, whoever keeps lubing up fucking Derrick Henry's balls needs to chill, man. Whoever's been lubing up Derrick Henry. All right, Bucs Dolphins. Ooh, fucking battle for Florida.
Oh, my God. Give me the Hurricanes.
Give me the Hurricane.
Yeah, I'll take Miami in this, honestly. I think Quinn Ewers gets his first win.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Dolphins are at home. It's against the Bucs, interstate rival. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. Ooh, man, this was going to be a close one. Patriots, Jets.
Oh, God. Patriots. I don't even know. Do we have to say it out loud?
Nope. Steelers, Browns. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, give me the Steelers in that game.
Oh, yeah, dude. No fucking way. Now, I will say, like you said, I think Myles Garrett will get 2 sacks on Aaron Rodgers to continue to pad not his sack record stat, but Aaron Rodgers' stat of being the most sacked quarterback of all time. Yeah, but give me the Steelers for sure, keeping their playoff hopes alive, just to lose in the wild card round. So.
Yep.
This game on paper a month ago would have been fucking phenomenal, but now I think it might be a blowout. Jags, Colts.
Oof, I think the Jags are going to kill them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, dude. Give me the Jags. Saints, Titans.
Oh, man, another fucking match of the week. Give me Tyler Show. I'm going to roll with the Saints.
Saints look good. Their D looks good.
Good's a little bit strong of a word, but
yeah, dude. I think the only reason that John won his playoff game is because of the Saints defense. So, yeah, shout out Saints defense. I'll take the Saints too. All right, we got Seahawks, Panthers. Could be a good game.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks. I don't think they got enough to take out.
Yeah.
I don't think Bryce Young can beat them.
No, I'll take the Seahawks as well. Man, this game might be 80 to 82. Cardinals, Bengals.
Ooh, well, Joe Burrow's going to have to score 80 because his defense sucks. But I'm still gonna... Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, I'll take the Bengals as well. All right, we only got 2 games in the 4 o'clock window this weekend, which kind of blows. Red zone will be kind of interesting. And, yeah. Giants, Raiders. Oh, my. So we actually only have 1 game in the 4 o'clock window. We actually only have
Can you just send them home? Like, they just
send them home. Like, fucking, you guys can just call it a tie. Like, it'll be better for both your records anyways.
Yeah, and just rock, paper, scissors, and let's fucking move on.
Honestly, Raiders are at home, and how they put up 21 points against the best defense in the league last week. Give me the Raiders.
I am going to take the Raiders too, but, man, you might as well play rock, paper, scissors. Just send your punters out to play it, and then go home.
All right, before or after halftime, Jackson Dart gets a concussion.
Oh, I'm going to go with before.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't wish it upon you, bud, but it's going to fucking happen.
No shit.
All right, so the only actual 4 o'clock window game this week is the Eagles and the Bills.
Oh, I think the Bills are going to kill them.
I hope so, dude. Because I think the Eagles are frauds.
You never know what Eagles team shows up. You really don't.
Nope, you don't. But I also hope that they just don't. Then shit the bed. So give me the Bills. Excuse me. All right, in our Sunday night game. God, I get to listen to Chris Collinsworth gargle on Caleb Williams' balls. We got Bears 49ers.
I'm going to mute that motherfucker and put on
Mute that motherfucker.
Give me the Niners, though. I think the Niners are going to be too much for him.
Yeah, it's in San Francisco. And again, I'm just not going to pick the Bears to win a game, dude. I'm not going to.
Niners look good as the last 5-6 weeks. Even with all the injuries they have, they
Brock
still look
Purdy
good.
shows up and plays like he did again this. Oh, shit, dude. Look out.
Oh, yeah.
And our Monday night game that I'm going to be sitting on my couch fretting about because Matt and Shane have Matt Stafford and Parkinson. It's Rams-Falcons. I'm taking the Rams all day to win this, but I honestly hope that they bench Matt Stafford at halftime. That'd be great.
Oh, Stafford's going to score 40.
Watch your whore mouth over there.
You know he is.
Gay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that I think is going to wrap us up for the week. You got anything else this week, bro?
No.
All right, everybody. Well, again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us how wrong we are in the comments. And with that being said, everybody, have a Merry, Merry Christmas. We are Hulaham out.